So, Sharp, most people have actually left the paddock, but there's Danny Muscat going on La Fortuna. Anyone who's a fan of the composer, Mr. Orff, will, of course, know all about La Fortuna. If you don't want to listen to the Orff version, there's a quite good techno version of La Fortuna as well, actually, which is probably better. Well, it's not better than the real thing.
What we want to know is
Sure.
there's a handicap
Hold on.
debutant in the lineup. There's a handicap debutant in the lineup. The Henry Spiller team. Dethrone Racing.
Should we go and speak to him?
Oh, definitely.
Come on, then.
The trainer just legging up now.
Come
Get
on.
him this way, Matt, this way.
Okay. I think I heard Spiller just say to Berry, "This'll win." I think those were the words I heard. Did I hear that, or was that a miss here?
Did you hear?
I just heard this'll win, Fran.
I don't know about that. I mean, she was a bit disappointed in Newcastle the last day. We've changed the equipment around. She's got a ring bit and a tongue tie today, which I think will help her. And
We don't want to get run over by these horses.
no, absolutely not. Not terribly well drawn here. A couple of non-runners moves her in a bit, but look, I think she'll run well. I think she's worked better than she's shown so far at home anyway, and she probably needed the race again the last day as well. So be hopeful of a good run.
So you haven't put Fran on the basis that this will immediately be sold to JP afterwards and Dethrone Racing can retire?
No, I don't think so. I don't see her heading to Cheltenham anytime soon. So.
Would you, presumably, would you say this is a decent enough mark though? I mean, you can't get much lower than 49.
No, I mean, I've always thought she's worked better. You know, I've always thought she's worked about 60 at home, so...
So she could have 11 pounds in hand.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do think she's a little better than she's shown on the track so far. So, you know, the draw hasn't been helpful, but make the best of it.
Well, good luck. Merry Christmas to you. That is Henry Spiller then, Shark, with Irish Sky. Works like a 60 horse on home. Works like a 49 horse on the track, unfortunately, but...
At the moment, but then, you know, he's got a little bit of room for improvement. With just the 4 starts under her belt, she definitely could be an improver. You know, when you have a look through these, you've heard from Archie Watson. He had to run back in here with a penalty. He thought that he's placed her particularly well, or he didn't say that, but he definitely has with the penalty to slot back in the 45 to 50. And then you've got Aluda, who was in behind. Do you?
I think Kirby will double up. Yeah, I tipped it last time.
And was it just a bit slowly away, or didn't quite get the run round, if you like?
I mean, it was given quite a lot to do, Shark.
It's funny though, because Fran Berry was on board, and there are a few times where I think, oh, that, you know, maybe he possibly hasn't had the best run round. He's a very, very talented rider, Fran Berry, and there aren't too many that improve a big chunk off him.
And it's a good point, because it may well be that it ran into fourth because it was ridden like that, and maybe if Kirby rides it a little bit more prominently tonight, it won't finish off as strongly. Who knows? But, you know, certainly from a backer's point of view, it was kind of never placed to challenge. Not that it wasn't trying to challenge, but it just never really had the chance to get involved. So, if nothing else, I'd like to see it get involved.
Yeah, you know, I'd agree with you. There's certain horses in here that if they were to pop up, the likes of a Silver Springs, who's ran no race the last twice, but is absolutely thrown in. You know, when you think Roger, he's given his daughter the opportunities with Rian on board. He can do no more than get as well. Yeah, she's a good pilot. As well handicapped as Silver Springs is at the moment, is definitely a runner.
And the old boy Headspace, been a character in his time, but lots of ability. And now he's 9, but these horses can still win at that age.
Yeah, and when you go right down through, Richard Guest runs, Captain Scooby, run 206 tonight. 206 for him. That's fantastic. What do we have today at Southwell? General Tufto run his 200s today, didn't he?
But
So
Lou Morris
Captain
is just
Scooby.
getting a riding for you here, isn't he? He's desperate for that money, Lou.
Well, he is. And he is
just gone
incredibly
up a £4 or something,
competitive.
hasn't it?
Yeah, three or four quid.
£3.40 or something, I don't know. You'd have thought they could have...
Should we get back to the monitor so we can see what's going on?
I think it's always good to watch the race, Shark, yes. We'll leave our camera crew behind.
Welcome, everybody, to the Get In programme. That idiot!
3 cotton chips, please.
Luke had Botox in his forehead, but obviously not in his neck.
look at the camera. Hey! We don't need you to make him look stupid. I'm saying au natural.
And you're absolutely knocking it out of the park.
Luke, I've never laughed so much since Uncle Albert fell down the cellar in Only Fools and Horses.
Or when Del Boy fell through the bar.
OK, maybe that one, Alec.
That is better.
It's so good. It's so good. I actually spoke to Gordon, come up here, he said, make yourself look a bit better. Sit next to Jason. Don't sit next to me.
Top man.
Yes!
Get in tomorrow night, of course, with the Shark. Going to do a little bit of shopping in Cambridge first, I think. A little bit of shopping around and then off to the...
Yeah, great. Great that you've given that away now, and hopefully Team Weaver are not watching at home. Pulsating
Well,
is
they
the
must be
11 to 8
expecting
favourite. Luda at 15 to 8. I've told them that I already have them.
Oh.
Black Truffle at 5 to 1. Narrow
Why did you say to me then
at
that
8 to 1?
you've got to go shopping because you've done none?
I said I've got to get one or two things, just the final little touches.
God, Mrs. is not going to be impressed that you haven't even thought about it yet. Having said you have, nightmare Shark. Luckily they're not watching, they've got better things to do. I'm sticking with the Ludar, you'll go Pulsating, its favourite.
I'll tell you, I think that when you have a look, Charlie Wallace's team have been in great form. They had a tidy winner yesterday with Billy Oaks, and there's just a possibility, the big turnaround in the weights, that La Fortuna could run a big race for Daniel Muscott and Charlie. His team are in real good order at the moment. He started off with Martin Pipe, one of your happy sparring partners from yesteryear, Matt. Of course, he started with Pipe. He spent a lot of time with Gary Moore. Very, very good pilot, and does really well with the horses that he gets. So La Fortuna could run a lot better than her price suggests. 14 to 1, you're each way strike in the last.
Oh, good luck with that. Ridiculous. Right, they are loading up for the final time this evening. We will head over to our race caller tonight. He is the one, the incomparable, simply known as Usain Ennis. It's Enzo in the booth.
Thank you, Matt. Yeah, she had a nice turn of foot then, didn't I, to get back from your presenting position to the commentary box in good time for this race. Final three, a lot of money for Pulsating. I guess won well enough at Wolverhampton on Saturday night. This is the final race of the year, of course. A 2-week break now. We resume on the 4th of January, another Thursday night in a fortnight's time here at Chelmsford City. But it's been a very good year of action here at the track. Last few about to go in. Irish Sky is slowly making her way forward to the gates. TLT's on the outside in the wide draw. Irish Sky still out of the line. Old Captain Scooby is still to go in. But we're waiting first of all to get Irish Sky into the gate. Captain Scooby, of course, a veteran of the race course, still to go in, and also Headspace is still to go in. Captain Scooby, a 14 to 1 shot, and Headspace will be the last one. His 207th start. The captain all set, and they're off for the Alexandra and Sophia Baby Texo Handicap Stakes. Breaking well tonight was Oh Lord R towards the inside. Missed the kick last week, but is prominent in the grey and white colours. TLT also got away to a decent start on the wide outside. Another one that's handy is La Fortuna in the red with the black sleeves. The grey horse Silver Springs is also prominent. And just off the pace is Black Truffle in the dark blue and white. But Oh Lord R, different tactics tonight, is going to lead up on the inside here for Adam Kirby and leads TLT by a length. Just in behind them on the inside is Black Truffle, and then Silver Springs, the grey. La Fortuna is deeper out on the course. Then the yellow and green of Narrow Safe. He's racing ahead of Headspace. And then on the inside, the pink colours of only 10%. Further back to find old Captain Scooby. On the outside is Narrow Safe. Pulsating is quite far back in the dark green on the home turn. As they swing for the judge, the back marker is Bubbly Bailey. Oh Lord R, no excuses tonight. He's out in front for Adam Kirby. To in second place, Black Truffle. Pulsating has still got a few legs to find. TLT is next. And then La Fortuna. All Lord R is driven hard by Kirby. On the inside, Black Truffle is running on strongly out wider. Keeping on well is Narrow Safe. Oh Lord R and Black Truffle, these two. Black Truffle up the inside of Oh Lord R. Black Truffle getting through to win. Black Truffle beats Oh Lord R. Third, Narrow Safe, and fourth was Pulsating.
Nicola Curry takes the scalp of a power-packed Adam Kirby. We wanted Uladar to be put in the race. He was, but he was picked up by the Curry. And this is a big scalp for Curry to claim, because Kirby was in full flow here, Shock.
Yeah, he's gone for the absolute everything. And Black Truffle, who's done plenty of winning race number 8 tonight, but hadn't previously managed to win around here. And just of late, I think even when we were here last week, Matt, and he was behind Hidden Stash, we were sort of questioning whether he was going to go and get his head back in front. So for Nicola to coax another victory out of him, and Aluda, ridden a little bit differently today, pinged out of the lids, went to go to the front and tried to hold on, but she's not left the paint the whole way around, and a big win for Nicola.
Really is. Because actually in the finish she's been brave, because the runner-up has just edged towards the rail. I don't know whether that's deliberate or not. Bit of intimidation. Any good jockey would try and do that. But she was having none of it, and fair play to the girl. She's been really strong, and you know, you can see that Kirby is just, he knows this horse struggles to win, and he's tried to force the head home, and I mean, look, he's unlucky in many ways to be picked up, but once again Aluda doesn't get into the winner's enclosure, although must be a winner waiting to happen.
Yeah, I think that he'll manage to pick up a little contest. Only second start for Henry Candy and the team, but we can't take anything away from Mark Usher and the Mark Usher Racing Club. They'll be thrilled with that, because a horse who manages to get his head back in front at the age of 7, the 8th time of asking, is a great little performance.
And I think, Jason, Nicola Curry, that ride in many ways just shows you, if you watch the ride of hers from this time last year, she has totally strengthened up, and you know, she looks like a different jockey now. She's progressing, she's much stronger. I mean, there was a time when you, without being rude to her, you'd hardly know whether she was riding a finish, but there you can clearly see the development she's made, as you'd expect from a young up-and-coming rider.
We've got to the stage that we've got that much strength in depth as far as the female jockeys are concerned, that we can call them jockeys. You can't say that, you know, one runs for a female rider or anything like that. She's just a very, very good jockey. That's the top and bottom of it. As a £7 claimer, that is a brilliant bit of horsemanship there, especially when Kirby was leaning on her, got very, very tight.
Yeah, really impressive from Nicola Curry. I think Kirby, again, though, you don't always ride a great race by winning. Sometimes you ride a great race by defeat, and I thought Kirby was superb once again there in defeat. But it's easy to talk about also-rans and losers and what might or this might have happened, but this is Nicola Curry's moment, and she's the one who has produced a real fine effort. And of course there are plenty of trainers out there who think that she is a very talented horse. I was going to say horseman, but horsewoman. And
horsemanship, you can say that?
Well, I could do it. It's not the word I was looking for, Sean. So, been a good night, hasn't it?
It has been a good night. The Kirby coming on and having a chat with us, Fran Berry, nice and early, and you know.